class G section.
Okay, that was
So
very
Aditya,
nice. So,
what do you exactly like to do in your free time?
Playing, ma'am.
And what do you like to play mostly?
Hide and seek, ma'am.
Okay. And I take it that this is your first time in a quiz contest. So all the best to you. Up next, we have Riya Soni. Riya, welcome to the show. It's nice to have you. So, I believe you're in the sixth grade.
Yes,
And which school are you from?
St. Anne's.
I see. And what are your passions?
Painting, singing, and playing badminton.
Okay. And is this your first time in a quiz contest?
Yes,
Very well then. Without further ado, we'll start on with our two little friends who are again some of the youngest participants we have seen. We'll be having 6 rounds, and first we'll be starting with the hand raising round. The rules for the round are pretty simple: 100 points if you give a correct answer, and there will be no negative marking. I'll show you the question. If you know the answer, simply raise your hand. Each question will have 4 options. You won't be having any time limit. So, are we ready? Can we start?
yeah, surely.
Do you have native marks, ma'am?
No, not really. You'll be telling the answer if you know them. So just raise your hand emoticon if you can. Okay? So let's start with the first question of this round. What is a person who spends an excessive amount of time on internet called? Your options are net surfer,
Aditya has
all
raised his
day
hand.
internet. Yes, Aditya, what do you think is the answer?
Nefsalfer, ma'am.
Yes.
Aditya, you took a hurried decision. It's not net surfer, it's actually. But don't worry, just the first question, plenty of chances. The second question: the bone like cartilage in our body of the following animals is believed by many to be a cure for cancer. Your options are octopus, blue whale, hammerhead shark, and dog.
Yes, Aditya.
Yes, Aditya.
Blue whale, ma'am.
You said blue whale, but that again is not the correct answer. Yeah, would you like to take a chance? You can always take a try because there are no negative markings.
You're on mute, Riya. So can you please unmute?
Yes, please tell the answer once more.
octopus.
I'm afraid that's not the correct answer either. The correct answer is actually hammerhead shark. So we'll be moving on to the third question. What name is given to the virus that caused the common cold? And Aditya has raised his hand once again. Yes. Yes, Aditya. Do you know the answer?
Rhinovirus, ma'am.
Yes, rhinovirus is actually the correct answer, and finally you got one correct. And with that, we'll be moving on to the fourth question. So 100 points to you, Aditya. Riya, you haven't yet scored.
So, fourth question. It is a sea mammal. It holds its breath underwater and comes to the surface to breathe. What is its name? And your options are A, dolphin, option B, salmon, option C, leaffish, and option D, piranha. And I see Ria has raised her hand.
Dolphin.
I'm afraid dolphin is not the correct answer. What about you, Aditya? Would you like to take a guess?
Piranha, ma'am.
Piranha is not the correct answer either. The correct answer is actually fish, so no one gets the points. We'll be moving on to the fifth question. How many organs does the UN have? 1, 6, 23, or 4? The United Nations How many organs does it have? 1, 6, 4, or 23? Yes, Aditya. Your hand is raised.
26, ma'am.
There's no 26 option. We have got 23, we have got 6.
23, ma'am.
Okay, you say 23, but that's not correct once again. What about you, Riya? Would you like to take a guess?
6.
6 is indeed the correct answer. The UN has got 6 organs. The Secretariat, the World Health Organizations, and numerous others, which basically helps to maintain world peace even today. Your next question for 100 points.
So, who is the father of geometry? Option A, Aristotle. Option C, Euclid. Option C, Pythagoras. And option D, Kepler. Yes, Riya?
Yes.
C.
You said option C, Pythagoras.
Yeah.
What about you, Aditya? You think it's
B,
Pythagoras?
ma'am.
Euclid. You said B, Euclid. Aditya, you got this one correct again. It is indeed Euclid, who is known as the father of geometry. And we'll be moving on to our 7th question, once again for 100 points. What did J.B. Dunlop invent? Pneumatic rubber tire, automobile wheel rim, rubber boot, or model airplanes? Yes, Riya.
A.
Option A, pneumatic rubber tire.
Yes.
That is the correct answer. 100 points to you. So with that, we'll be coming to the third last. Both of you are giving each other a very tough comparison, I must say.
So, the 8th question, the members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the people, Lok Sabha, elected members of the Legislative Assembly, or none of the above.
Yes, Riya, your hand is raised.
Lok Sabha.
You said it's Lok Sabha. I'm afraid Lok Sabha is not the correct answer. It's the members of the Legislative Assembly and not just the Lok Sabha. So no 100 points once again. And your second last question, that's question number 9. In which year was Pulitzer Prize established? 1917, 1918, 1922, or 1928?
Yes, Aditya, you have raised your hand.
1918, ma'am.
What about you, Riya? Would you like to take a try for this?
1917.
And Riya, you're correct once again. Pulitzer Prize was established in 1917. 100 points to you. And the last question of this round.
Where was the first modern Olympic Games held? Option A, Rome. Option B, Egypt. Option C, Athens. And option D, Russia.
Yes, Aditya, you raised your hand. Can you answer?
1 minute, ma'am.
If you cannot answer, then we'll pass on to Riya. Yes, Riya, do you know the answer?
C.
Athens?
Yes.
Yes, the first modern Olympic Games was held in Athens. Egypt is not the correct answer. It is Athens, and the year was 1896. So with that, we are coming to the end of the first round. Can we have the scores, please, for both the participants?
So currently, Riya is having 400 points and Aditya is having 200 points. So no worry, Aditya. We still have got 5 rounds to prove your mettle. So let's go on
Yes.
to round 2.
Round two. So round two, you will not be having the leisure of unlimited time. 10 seconds for each question. You'll be raising your hand if you know the answer. I would request you to lower your hand once you have completed answering, so that will be easier for us to know who is actually raising. But remember, 10 seconds, and you won't be getting more than 10 seconds. 10 questions, 100 marks for each answer, each correct answer, but there's no negative marking. Are we ready? Very well then. I shall start with the first question. Pedology is the science related to the study of. You've got four options and your time has already started, but there are no hands. Atmosphere, soil, pollutants, or seeds. And your time's up. So no one could answer this. The correct answer for this particular question could not be given by either Riya or Aditya within the stipulated time. I told you we will be having a 10-second boundary. So the correct answer is soil. Pedology is the science, which is the study of soil. 9 more questions. Remember, you have got a 10-second boundary to keep in mind.
So the second question of round 2, India's first satellite Aryabhatta was launched from option A, Soviet Union, option B, America, option C, India, and option D, Israel. Yes, Aditya?
You haven't unmuted yourself.
A.
India. You said A, Soviet Union. What about you,
Yeah.
Aditya? Because you had raised your
India,
hand.
ma'am.
That's correct. Although out of time, but I'll be awarding you the 100 marks. It's option C, India. India's first satellite will obviously be launched from India. We'll be moving on to question number 3, and we'll be following the 10-second boundary once again. Your question is, which sea creature has 3 hearts? Dolphin, whale, octopus, or none of these?
Yes, Riya, you have raised your hand.
Octopus.
Yes, that is the
That
correct answer.
is indeed the correct answer. The next question. Morning dew is an example of which portion of the water cycle?
So I think Riya has raised her hand first. So yeah, Riya, what is the answer, please?
Evaporation.
That's wrong. What about you, Aditya? 3 more seconds. And your time's up. Riya, I'm sorry. You are too late, Aditya. Please remember to raise your hand first, but you should remember to answer right at the beginning as well. Riya, you had said evaporation, but evaporation isn't the correct answer. It's actually precipitation, because dew is a form of precipitation. We'll be moving on to question number 5.
Oncology focuses on what disease? Option A, diabetes. Option B, heart issues. Option C, cancer. And option D, blood pressure. Yes, Aditya, I've seen you raise your hand. What is the answer?
C, ma'am.
And
You
yes,
said
that is
C,
the
and
correct
that is
answer.
the correct answer. And you have answered within time limit, so good. How many bones does an adult human have? Your question number 6, your time has started. It's a pretty simple
Yes, Riya.
question.
206.
That's
Yes, that is
correct.
the correct answer.
Within time, within borderline. I would advise try to answer a little faster. It is indeed 206 points. Question number 7.
What is the gap between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter called? Jupiter orbit, asteroid belt, lunar orbit, areocentric orbit.
Time has already started. Yes,
Lunar
Riya.
Yes,
orbit.
Aditya.
That's the wrong answer. What about you, Aditya?
C, ma'am.
You said C, lunar orbit again, but unfortunately, lunar orbit is not the correct answer because the gap between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter is filled with the asteroid belt. So no one will be getting the points. To the next question. Entomology is the science that studies the behavior of human beings, insects, the
B.
origin and B, insects. That is the correct answer. Entomology is indeed the study of insects. 100 points to you. And to our second last question.
FFC stands for Foreign Finance Corporation, Film Finance Corporation, Federation of Football Council, or none of the above.
Yes, Riya. Aditya, can you answer this? We are out of time.
C,
Sorry.
ma'am.
10 seconds are over. You guys are answering too late, I must say. So this round is not being very fruitful. One last question. Give it a try for 100 points. Remember, 10 seconds and no more. Fastest shorthand writer was, and your time has started. Four options: Dr. G.D. Bist, J.R.D. Tata, J.M. Tagore, or Khodada Khan. Yes, Riya. You know the answer?
C.
You say it's C. J.M. Tagore. I'm afraid that's the wrong answer. Because the correct answer is Dr. G.D. Bist. You won't be getting your 100 points this time either. So with that, we come to the end of the second round. Can we have the scores?
So at the end of round 2, we have Aditya with 400 points and we have Riya with 700 points.
Riya, you are indeed running ahead. Aditya, try to catch up. Remember, 4 more rounds. No hurries. Keep your head. So third round is basically match time. And so match time is like, you can see there are 5 pictures with their names. These are the directors and their movies are given below. You'll be given a total time of 1 minute. And within that 1 minute, you have to match. You've got 8 options but 5 questions. So the first one is to you, Riya. Are you ready? Remember, 1 minute, no more. Your time starts now. You have got Francis Coppola, Alfred Hitchcock, Coen brothers, Peter Jackson, and James Cameron, and you have got their movies, 8 options. But only 5 are correct, so you have to match them correctly. You have got 45 more seconds. You have got Avatar, The Da Vinci Code, Moonrise Kingdom, Hobbit Trilogy, Inception, The Birds, The Godfather, and The Big Lebowski. 30 more seconds, Riya. I would advise you to take guesses. Remember, 20 marks for each question, but there are no negative marking. You may as well take a guess. 20 seconds.
B.
Yes, tell me.
Peter Jackson Hobbit trilogy.
Okay. 9 seconds. You have said Peter Jackson. And your time, I'm afraid, is up. You were able to answer only one, that is Peter Jackson as the Hobbit trilogy. Yes, that was a correct answer, so 20 marks to you. As for the other questions, Francis Coppola was the much famed Godfather. Alfred Hitchcock, the famous mystery movie director, was The Birds. The Coen brothers was The Big Lebowski, and James Cameron, known mostly for the Titanic, he is currently famous for directing Avatar, and the part 2 will be coming out pretty soon. To the second part of match time. This one will be for you, Aditya. 1 minute. So the topic is famous tourist places and the countries where they are located. You have got Bondi Beach, the Potala Palace, Ushuaia, Tulum Archaeological Site, and Bolshoi Theatre. Your time starts now. I've got 8 options, which are the countries, and these are the names of the spots. You don't have a negative marking, so I would advise you to take a guess. 10 minutes are over.
Ma'am, Mexico, China, India.
Yeah, so you have to match Mexico, China, Australia, Russia, Korea, Argentina, India, or Tibet with any 5 of these. Remember, although there are 5 tourist spots, there are only 5 correct answers, but we have given you 8 options, so be careful.
Mexico, China, Australia, Russia,
You're matching
and
the
India.
countries with each other. You're matching the countries. You are asked to match the country with the tourist place. And you have got just 20 more seconds. And I'm afraid your time's up, Aditya.
Mexico,
So,
ma'am.
no, your time is up. You couldn't attempt any questions. Bondi Beach is basically in Australia. The Potala Palace in Tibet. Ushuaia in Argentina. The Tulum archaeological site is in Mexico and the Bolshoi Theater in Russia. You're trying to match the countries with each other. You misinterpreted the question, but that will work to the benefit of Riya. And now we have the audio-visual round. 100 points for each correct answer, no negative marking. We won't be having a time crunch either. So we will be playing a few audios and a few visuals, 7 in all, and you'll have to guess the correct answers to the question which we will be posing you. This is your first question. Can we have it once more? Yes, Aditya, do you know the answer?
Sparrow, ma'am.
It's not parrots.
Sparrow, ma'am.
Nope. Which bird? Would you like to try it, Riya?
Hummingbird.
That, I'm afraid, is not the correct answer. This particular chirping is of the toucan, which lives in the rainforest, and bird watchers, especially. This particular question was not answered by either of you. We'll be moving on to the second question, but before that, tell me, are you nervous, which is why it's hampering the answering rate? Would you like me to approach a different topic for now? Or do you want to go on with the questions?
Okay, ma'am.
What about you, Riya? Is it okay if we continue?
Yes.
Okay. So the second round of audio visuals. So you have to identify the theme song. This is the theme song of a movie basically. So you have to name the song and the movie. Any guesses? I cannot see any hands. Aditya, Riya, would you like to take a guess? Which song is this, and this is the theme song of which famous movie? Would you like a hint?
Yes, please, ma'am.
Okay, so the name of the movie is The Pirates of the Caribbean. So can you now identify the theme song? And still no hands. The answer is he's the pirate. We'll be moving on to the third question of the audio visual. Still no scoring in this round from either participants.
Alongside our famous individualism, there's another ingredient in the American saga, a belief that we're all connected as one people. If there's a child on the south side of Chicago who can't read, that matters to me even if it's not my child. If there's a senior citizen somewhere who can't pay for their prescription.
Yes, Aditya.
Barakuma, ma'am.
That is the
Yes,
correct
that is the correct
answer.
answer.
He was yes to America, and this was indeed his speech. 100 points to you. So the first point has already been taken by Aditya. Riya, give the other audio visuals a try. You have got 4 more. Can we have the next audio visual? This is a multiplayer game. So can you identify the game which has this sound effect? Any idea?
Yes,
Yes,
Aditya.
Aditya?
Mass gunman?
No, I'm afraid that's not the right answer. No, that's not the correct answer either. The correct answer is actually Among Us. We'll be moving on to the next question.
So, what have I learnt that I can say about this painting?
Yes, Aditya.
Well,
I've seen your
first,
hand raised.
Mr. Beam, ma'am.
That is the correct answer. It is indeed Mr. Bean. This is indeed the voice of Mr. Bean, the rather iconic cartoonish character, I would say. He has really made us laugh innumerable times. And the last two questions of audio visuals. Riya, you still haven't answered, so take a try, at least try taking guesses. Here's your next question.
Yes, Aditya.
Sea. Dolphin.
Dolphin, ma'am.
Oh, this is not dolphin, this is a land animal.
Horse.
No. Would you like to hear the audio once more?
Bird.
Yes, ma'am. Seal.
Okay, let's have the audio once more.
Elephant, ma'am.
Yes, repeat once more.
Elephant, ma'am.
Nope. This is actually the sound of a rhinoceros, and it, according to scientists, it might just well go extinct. And the last question of the audio-visual round.
Oh, I love it, and I'm obsessed by this game, Harsha, and I don't know how to let it go. Sometimes it's important to let it go. You know, when I come to a cricket field, I don't do that much often these days because of my administrative post. Although administrative work brings me to the cricket field, you know, just hosted 9 games in the IPL. You know, still when I walk into the ground, I just feel happy.
Yes, Riya.
Yes.
Virat Kohli.
No. What about you, Aditya?
Amazoni, ma'am.
No. It's actually Saurav Ganguly, and he's currently the president of the BCCI. With that, we are coming to the end of the audio-visual round. Can we have the scores once more?
So we are having Riya with 720 points, and we have Aditya with 600 points. So
So
Aditya is
Aditya
not too far
has
behind.
caught up. Yes, not too far behind. Good playing, both of you. So now we have the pick identification round. Same rules. 100 points, no negative marking. You'll be given 10 pictures for identification. If you know the picture, you are going to raise your hand. I'll advise you, take a try. So can we have the first question? Name India's first gold medal winner in the Asian Games shooting. If you know the answer, raise your hand. And still no hands. So I believe this question might as well be passed. This is actually Ruhi Sarnovat, and she was the first person from India to win a gold medal in the Asian Games, in the shooting sport, of course. Aditya, you're a little too late in raising your hand. The second pick identifier, give it a try. Identify this American virologist and the vaccine he invented. Any guesses? I'll give you a hint. He invented the polio vaccine. He invented the vaccine for polio. Can you identify the virologist? Aditya, Riya, would you like to have a try? He invented the polio vaccine. Would you like to have a try?
Jonas Edward.
No, it's not Jonas Edward. It's actually Jonas
Jonas,
Salk.
ma'am.
No, it's Jonas Salk and not Jonas Edward. We'll be moving on to the third question. You got partly correct, but it's Jonas Salk and not Jonas Edward. The third question of Pick Identifiers. Identify this cartoon character and its creator. It's a really popular cartoon
Creator
character.
is VV Lakshmi.
V.V. Lakshmi, I'm afraid that's
No,
not correct.
Lakshman.
V.V. Lakshman. And what is the name of this particular character? Would you like to take a
Common
try?
Man.
Yes, that's the correct answer, Riya. 100% this is The Common Man by V.V. Lakshman. The fourth question of Pick Identifiers. Which food brand was invented by Harlan David Sanders? I can tell you one thing. This is one of the really popular food brands we are all obsessed with today.
Yes, Riya?
Yes, Riya?
KFC.
Yes.
Yes, that is the correct answer.
Harley David Sanders did indeed found the brand of the Kentucky Fried Chicken after a lot of hard work and a lot of failures, I would say. The next question of Pick Identifiers. Name the tennis player who defeated Roger Federer in one set. Remember, not one whole match, just one set. And he's an Indian player and he's the first Indian to be able to do so. Yes, Aditya.
Sumit ma'am.
Yes, Sumit Nagal is indeed the correct answer. Sumit Nagal was the first Indian to defeat Roger Federer. 100 points to you. You're catching up and this fight is just getting tougher. The next question of Pick Identifiers. Identify India's first Oscar winner. And you have raised your hand once again, Aditya. Yes. Do you know the answer? She is India's first Oscar winner. She was a costume designer. Any idea?
Bhanu Athaiya.
Yes, this is Bhanu Athaiya indeed. 100 points to you, and you are catching up as well. The next question of Pick Identifiers, and here it is. Who is this lawyer who fought the case of the Kathua rape case for 8-year-old Asifa? She was in the news for a very long time in 2018. Any guesses? Riya, Aditya.
Deepika ma'am.
What is her full name? We won't be able to award you the points without her full
Deepika
name.
Rajwat ma'am.
Yes, this is Deepika Rajwat and she fought the case for 8-year-old Asifa. So 100 points to you once again. With that, we come to the 8th question of Pick Identifiers. Which Indian governing body's logo is similar to this one? Can anyone guess this? No guesses, I see. This is the logo of the Election Commission of India. So we come to the 9th question. I would encourage you people to take a guess. You are getting tensed. Identify this flower, sometimes known as the sword lily. Identify this flower, sometimes known as the sword lily. Aditya, would you like to take a guess? What about you,
Glad
Riya?
ma'am.
Glad.
What did you say? Could you please repeat?
Gladiolus.
Yes ma'am.
Both of you gave the answer. So we won't be able to award the points to both of you. So none of you will be getting. As I said, try answering first. And your last question for Pick Identifiers. Name this person who is famous for his work in developing the first modern computer. He's from Britain. Aditya, Riya. Yes, Aditya.
Charles Babbage ma'am.
No,
Charles Babbage.
no. more guesses? Well, both of you have given an incorrect answer. It's actually Alan Turing. I said he was from Great Britain. This is Alan Turing, so no one gets the points. Can we have the scores once more?
So we are having Aditya with 800 points and Riya with 1020 points.
Okay, so before the rapid fire, which is basically our last round, I'd like to know a little about my participants. So Riya, how did you come to know about QuizMania? Basically, how did you just
Through
know?
Harshith.
Okay, and what about you, Aditya? How did you come to know about QuizMania?
My friend's brother is Harshith.
Okay, so both of you came to know it through him. That's true. So tell me, other than your hobbies, which I heard was painting, singing, and even playing, do you people read books, watch movies, something like that?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay. So what's your favorite movie, Ria?
Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah, Harry Potter is even my favorite. What about you, Aditya? What's your favorite movie?
Mr. Beam, ma'am.
Oh, that's why you could answer the Mr. Bean question. So one last question to you people. If you people had the chance of visiting any place of your choice, where would you people choose to go? Ria?
Kashmir, ma'am.
Kashmir. Kashmir, well, there is always a little bit of hostile behavior brewing there, although it's quite
Can you
calm.
say again?
I want to go to Ladakh right now.
Okay, why? Is it very hot? That's why? I know, it's really
My
uncomfortable.
father has gone, that's why, ma'am.
Okay. What about you, Ria? Where would you like to go?
Canada.
Canada. Everyone wants to visit. Is it because of the snow and the cold weather, which is way, way more comforting than in India's heat?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Pranav? Where do you want to go?
You know, other than I would like to stay in India itself, but if I had a chance to visit outside India, I'll be going to Australia more because once I saw those pictures of those country, the way they built their infrastructure, the natural vegetation they have, you know, just
I
mesmerized with
see.
just mesmerized.
Really mesmerizing for you. I would like to go anywhere where they won't ask me for my school project because they're still not finished. With that, we'll be coming to round 6, which is the rapid fire round. Let me tell you, the rapid fire round is actually rapid fire, literally. We'll be having 1 minute and I'll be asking you 10 questions. Remember, you'll be getting 10 marks for each correct answer, but if you give an incorrect answer, you'll be getting a negative marking, minus 10 straight away from your total. So I'll advise you that if you don't know a question, you should pass it and you shouldn't take too much time to think because remember 1 minute for 10 questions, and if there is enough time left, I will be able to repeat. So starting with you, Ria, remember 1 minute and no more. Are you ready? Keep yourselves unmuted, like that will be easier for you to answer. Ria, are you ready? I would like a yes or no. Yes?
Yes.
Very well then. Here are your questions and your time starts now. Who is the youngest Paramveer Chakra Award winner? Who is the youngest Paramveer Chakra Award winner? I repeat. Who is the youngest Paramveer Chakra Award winner?
Arun Khetarpal.
That's the correct answer, but you have wasted 30 seconds. Who wrote Vande Mataram? Who wrote Vande Mataram? You have got just 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Who wrote Vande Mataram? And And your time's up, Riya. You could give only one answer, although that was correct. So 10 points. No incorrect answer. So that means no negative marking. But I told you to pass an answer if you did not know it. So with that, we'll be moving to you, Aditya. Once again, the same advice goes to you. Remember, 10 questions in 1 minute. So if you don't know the answer, please do not say so. And here are your questions. Name the largest, not the highest, mountain range in the world. Your time has started.
Mount Everest, ma'am.
You say it's Mount Everest. Your second question. Where is the lowest natural place on planet Earth located? Where is the lowest? Yes, repeat again.
Past, ma'am.
Okay. Your third question. Name the longest river in the world.
Longest river. Inter.
You have got just 30 more seconds left. Would you like to pass it?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the slang name for New York City used by locals?
NYE, ma'am.
No, that's not the correct answer. Name the best-selling book series of the 21st century.
Past,
And your
ma'am.
time's up. And your time's up. You said name the largest mountain range in the world. The answer you gave was Mount Everest. We said largest, not the highest. The largest is the Andes, which is 7,000 kilometers long, but it's only 6,962 meters high. The another answer which you did give was, what is the slang name for New York City used by locals? You said it was NYC. NYC is its short form. The actual answer is Gotham. So it will be a minus 20 on your part. With that, we come to the end of the third round of QuizMania, and we will be having the final scores.
So the final scores are Aditya with all of his right answers and the ones he got wrong for the negatives. He has 780 points, and Riya with her correct answers and her negative markings. Totally, she has got 1030 points. So congratulations, Riya. You are the winner
She has
of
scored the highest till now, 1030. No one reached that far. So congratulations, you actually
Thank
received
you.
not only Riya, but
very
actually Aditya and Riya together are the highest scorers of.
scorers for QuizMania. I'm so surprised, and you were two of the youngest.
Thank you for the
Good.
opportunity, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should thank you too for your cooperation. With that, QuizMania, the very first season, comes to an end. Versatile Titan Minds hopes that you have actually enjoyed this. Please feel free to comment on any sort of improvement which you would like. And that's all for today.
So thank you everyone, and I thank all the participants and the people who work behind for Quizmania for all the three rounds, for their cooperation, for their dedication, for making this